Okay. Hey everyone, my name is Charlie Mabe, and today I am going to be sharing with you an interview with Mark Craven, the director of Hypo Arts Makerspace and Innovation Center. The purpose of this speech today is to inform you about my key findings that I found while discussing entrepreneurship with Mr. Craven. And a few of the points that I will be touching on today are a brief history of Mr. Craven's, the components of his makerspace, Hypo Arts, and how to produce and market art. So this is Mr. Craven. A little bit of history about him. At a young age and through adolescence and his teen years, he was an aspiring artist. However, he didn't get an opportunity to explore that and went straight to Wake Forest for a business administration degree in his 20s, which he then used in his family hosiery business located in High Point, North Carolina. He worked there for about 30 years, saw the business grow exponentially and then crash and shut down. So he decided to use that experience, seeing the highs and lows of business, to start a consultation business of his own to help other businesses and stores determine whether or not they needed to shut down or not. So in the span of about 30 years, he closed over 500 stores in the Triad area. And at the age of 62, he retired. And then at 64, he came here to UNCG to get a degree in sculpting and finally fulfill his dream with some encouragement from his wife. And so at 64, he came here, and now at 69, he is a UNCG graduate and is on his way to creating a makerspace in High Point. So this makerspace is not yet open. The doors should be opening June of 2020. He is playing around with the name, but more than likely is going with Hypo Arts Makerspace, an innovation center or innovation quarter. It's still in the works. It is a basic makerspace, kind of, a place where you can go and craft, but more so it is dedicated to artists and entrepreneurs who want to make a business out of their craft. Mark, being an entrepreneur as well as an artist, sees the necessity of both of those aspects, being good at your product and also being good at selling your product. So that's why he has dedicated the rest of his life to encouraging entrepreneurs and artists to both produce and learn as much as possible about the business side of things. So, after picking Mark's brain for over 2 hours, we discussed a little bit about his personal artwork and what he does to manufacture it on, it's still a small scale, but a larger scale as far as selling and production goes. So his top two pieces that we discussed, the first is called the skull. It is a small resin-based sculpture that is basically, he replicates it over and over again and then hydro dips it, which kind of makes a personalized design onto the skull. And he does some etching as well, but it's mostly the hydro dip. And so this is a prime example of like a basic piece of artwork that can be replicated over and over again in a simple process. He has sold over 500 of these in about 4 years. So as an artist, it's pretty good. The second is a piece titled Two Hearts Dancing. It is a 14-inch bronze casted sculpture that is dedicated to his wife, who has now passed. So at first, it was just a piece to commemorate his wife, but now that entrepreneurship mindset has kicked in and he has seen a new market for this product. So what he's doing, similarly to the skull, is making a model of this sculpture, recreating it with a resin type material, something cheaper and lightweight and hollow, so that he can market it to people who have recently lost loved ones and turn them into urns to hold their ashes. So here's some examples. Here's the raw skull, and then as you can see, it's always the same, but he hydro dips using that process, and I picked the tie-dye one because that was my favorite one. And then in the middle is the basic or original bronze sculpture. This isn't the urn sculpture, but that is the example. So, overall today I have talked about the history of Mark Craven, his adventures in his upcoming project with Hypo Arts, and insights on art and how to manufacture it in a larger scale and a simple way to produce it. Thank you all very much, and do we have any questions?